Hi everyone, if you're in the prenatal stage and you're preparing for labor, then you're in the right place. Today I'm going to be sharing 10 powerful tips which are also backed up with science, ways by which you can actually prepare for labor. So let us dive right in. The first thing I want you to practice is deep breathing. Now, ancient traditions have always emphasized on the power of breath to calm the body and the mind, and this has been backed up by modern science as well. Deep breathing can actually reduce anxiety and control the pain during labor. I'd like to talk about hydration. It is very important that you're staying hydrated at this time. Generally, you want to be taking things like vegetable soups. You also want to be taking things like apple juice, oranges, but things that are pressed directly from the fruits, because this is H3O2. So it's more or less life water. It helps your muscles as well as the uterus to function better with your energy levels. So you want to take at least 8 glasses of water a day, anything liquid if you can measure. Thirdly, I'd like to talk about the perineal massage. Now, according to traditions, this enhances the area to be softened and also, reducing tears. This is what traditions say. Modern science also says same thing, that it reduces tear, and women who go through this process seem not to need episiotomy or stitches afterwards. Now, having said that, it is very, very important for you to understand that this is something you want to really take personally. So it should be done by someone whom you think you trust and somebody, that you want to share your body with. I'd advise women mostly to do this on their own rather than depend on someone like a midwife or doula or a friend. Just saying. Or lest I forget, it's important that you start this massage a few weeks before your due date. So I like to tell women to start about the 37, 38 weeks. Eat dates. Yeah, you heard me right. In many cultures of the world, dates have been concluded to enhance labor. And also the recent studies have stated that eating dates prior to the commencement of labor actually helps with the dilation of the body of a woman before the birth itself. So who knows? It doesn't hurt anyway eating something sweet, does it? And by so doing, this actually reduces the chances of any reason that the labor should be induced or the woman is waiting too long to be effaced. Rest is something that we cannot say enough about. It's very important for anybody who is pregnant. Now, generally, rest is important for us all, but a pregnant woman a little bit more. This actually makes your body to work efficiently. Now, not just during the process of the pregnancy, but also during the process of labor. According to modern science, that women who have enough rest during this time actually decreases the length of their labor process. Yeah, you heard me right. Somehow the brain knows exactly what to do. So if the body has had enough rest, the body knows when to release the hormones necessary for labor. So therefore, my advice to every woman in this stage is to have a very consistent sleep cycle, as well as, taking naps when necessary. Acupuncture is something I would always recommend. Now, this is a Chinese method. The way by which this method of acupuncture works is going to the meridian of a certain part of the body. So for the uterus, you're going to be going to a certain area of the body with the needle. I've spoken to women who say that their labors seem to be a bit reduced than the last time. Maybe it is because of their experience as mothers, or according to science, acupuncture at work. Lest I forget, it is very important that you consult the holistic practitioner when you're pregnant and if you want to have acupuncture, okay? This is my most favorite part, and that is mindfulness. It is important that women take time to practice mindfulness when they are in this stage. Yep, you heard me. I said it. Apart from the fact that mindfulness has got very ancient roots in every culture, whether you call it mindfulness or not, Science have been able to prove that women who go through mindfulness before birth tend to manage pain a bit more. I think this is very relevant because when women can't manage the pain, it is saying that they automatically need help from outside, and the help from outside, like we all know, often leads to something else. So this is actually one thing that I call my favorite for a reason. Oh, your instinct. Ancient wisdom often highlights the importance of intuition. It's very important that you listen to your body and you also communicate every sort of sensation or intuition that you have. Most of the times, 90% of the time, when a woman says something to me during birth, I notice that it is true. Maybe not 100% true, 70% is a pass. So the women are actually the best doctor in this phase. Right, this is the final part. You want to surround yourself with support. Many people do not understand the power of this. I totally understand that people want to do free birth, and I have so much reverence and respect for that. But you want to have people on your beck and call, someone you can holler out any moment. And you want to have maybe a loved one in the living room, someone who is more experienced than you are, or someone who you want to ask questions. Many a times when I am, assisting women who want to do free birth, once in a while they just want you to do a vaginal examination. Just an example. This is a way they feel very assured. Now, that being said though, you want to also gather information from people who know and not from those who read it from books. Temi is my name. If you like this video, follow me for more. And if you want to have a complete video, make sure to click on the link below and follow me on my YouTube channel where you can see all the videos. See you guys soon.